What up, YouTube? Ed, WeskerGriff, coming back with a mail day recap video. Got a couple cards to show off that a couple of them have been around. I'm not going to lie. They've been around for 4 to 5 weeks. Finally getting around to showing some of these cards off now. But figured I had the time, so wanted to do it. Also got a Just Because package in from Mike. This baseball card life, and also I'm going to be doing a response in this video, doing it old school style for MP Fox, MC Fox, the Fox crew down in Florida for their MLB predictions. Figured instead of doing a separate video, put it here in the mail day. But basically every year what they do is before opening day, before the first pitch is thrown, they do a predictions contest where they ask a series of questions and basically who's going to win, who's going to do what, who's going to get fired, stuff like that. So figured this year, I always say I'm going to do it and then I miss the deadline, but this year is different. Opening day is April 7th. This video is going up on the 6th, so a whole 24 hours before the first pitch is thrown. So I'm going to answer the 20 questions. I'll do that towards the end of the video, show off the cards first. So we'll start with this. This is a guy that's usually part of the predictions, but he's not this year, pictured in the back. This is from 2020 Panini Select. This is the Artistic Impressions case hit of Bryce Harper in a CSG Mint 9. So was able to snag this for under 30 bucks. Oddly enough, I got it for the same price that it sells for raw. So essentially got it slabbed for free, which is cool. So take that every single day, any chance, any opportunity I can get. But there's the back of the card, Artistic Impressions. And the print run on this, I mean, it's your guess. I have no idea. You can't really find that information, but they're considered case hits, so who knows what the print run on these things are. But they're really cool looking cards, kind of 80s, kind of synth design there, retro design there, so I think that's pretty cool. So I wanted to add that to the collection. Next is the Just Because, coming from Mike, this baseball card life. He did 2 videos up on his channel where he was going through some boxes in his card room that were just sitting in his closet collecting dust. Most of the cards in there he has no attachment to, so he was just looking to move those cards, and one of the cards that he pulled out of the box caught my interest because I didn't actually have it for my Soto collection. So I asked Mike if he would be willing to sell it, but he said no, not looking to sell these cards here. I'll just send it to you. So Mike, greatly appreciate that. And he actually sent me both of them. He had 2 of them in the box, but he sent both of them. It's the Juan Soto Living Set. So did not have these cards. So Mike, I greatly appreciate that. No need to send 2 of them. I only needed 1, but now I can throw one in the Z Folio, and maybe I'll look each one of these over closer, and whichever one's better, I'll probably send off to get graded for the slabbed Soto collection. So one will go in the Z, one will go into the slab Soto collection. I'll probably send it off to SGC, but that's really awesome. I really appreciate that. It was really nice of you to do that. And I know others commented on the video because there was a bunch of other cards that caught people's attention, but that was a really cool thing that you did, and I greatly appreciate it. So I'll leave his link down below. Mike, this baseball card life. Go check out his channel. Next, I got to give a huge shout out to Alan, Ghost is FO. He recently mentioned me in his video when he was showing off these cards. I think the exact quote was that he was shocked that he did not see this card yet in one of my videos. And Alan, I shit you not, like I literally bought this card maybe 48 hours before you posted that video. And it is the Home Field Advantage / Downtown Tops of Juan Soto from this year's flagship, the insert short print. There's a ton of these out there, and when the flagship first got released, these were selling for over $100. I just thought that was nuts. The price, I did not feel comfortable paying that for this card. And I just said, I'll wait. I will gamble. I'm just going to wait a while because the season hasn't even started yet. At the time, we were in a lockout. So I'm like, $100 for this seems really, really steep. So was able to get this for half that. Got it for $50. So $50 shipped. I think it was like $48 free shipping. And then with the tax, it was like $50.90 or something like that. So was able to finally snag this into the collection. This is definitely going to get graded. Probably send it off to either SGC or PSA for the Slab Soto PC. But one of the rare instances in 2022 of patience paying off in the hobby on a relatively hot player. So that's not always the case. Usually you get burned. But thankfully, the old proverbial wait paid off. So thank God for that. Because otherwise, woo. Next is a card that you'll probably be seeing a lot more around YouTube, especially if this guy does good, because he did make the Kansas City Royals. So I'm sure the social media blitzkrieg of the influencers or the people that are sitting on truckloads of cases of this stuff are going to start talking about this card in particular. But this is the refractor, which I picked up for $15, of Bobby Witt Jr. from BB21, the legendary BB21, that the product on Facebook that causes men to flip out. I don't know, whatever adjective you want to use, but picked this up, $15. Figured why not get ahead of the storm of the Bobby Witt hobby blitzkrieg that's going to be going on. So why not? $15, pretty cheap. So getting in early. Next, we have Heroes die cut insert of Juan Soto. Just a tremendous looking Soto card. The die cut action, it's acetate. The surface is really cool. There's a lot going on with this card. And this card has been on my radar for a while. Unfortunately, the sellers that have had this card have not been reasonable, but was able to finally find a reasonable one. So was able to snag it for a little under $60, which is good because some of them have sold for $85, $90. But just a really cool Soto. There is a Bryce Harper one. I've been looking for that one for well over 2 to 3 months. None of them have popped up on eBay, which tells me that these cards are tougher to come by. There's not too many Sotos out there. But again, if cool die cuts, short prints are your thing, definitely look into picking up this card. And this card's not graded since it came out in 2021, and since it was in like not a popular product, Topps Gallery. I feel like a lot of people really don't like that product, but they knocked it out of the park with this Gallery of Heroes insert set. Really, really great insert set. So definitely check out the checklist. If there's a player on there that you like, try to find it. They're tough to find, but just really, really cool cards. Really, really like that Soto. And again, I have not seen anyone, especially within the community, show off that particular card. So get amongst it. Buy it. Check it out. All right, so enough of the cards. Enough of the spiel. Let's get into the predictions. That's what all you sports bettors are waiting on. Probably fast forward to this part. But let's get into the predictions. So for these are all the division winners, by the way. So for the AL East, I have the Tampa Bay Rays. For the AL Central, I have the Chicago White Sox. For the AL West, going against the odds makers, picking the Seattle Mariners. Can either make me look real smart or real stupid. For the National League East, going the homer route, being a homer, picking the Philadelphia Phillies. And I do think if their pitching holds up and if they stay healthy and if the offense performs like it should, they should definitely be in the thick of things. The Mets have a lot of injuries. The Nationals are kind of a mess right now with their team outside of Soto and Cruz. The Marlins are the Marlins. And I don't know. I'm not feeling the Braves this year. I'm not feeling them. They lost their leader. They lost Freddie Freeman. A lot of the guys that won them the World Series are not there, so I'm not ready to crown them yet. So I'll go with the Phillies. For the NL Central, I'm going with the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals. Not going to pick against them, especially on Pujols' farewell tour. For the National League West, this is kind of definitely not going to go against the Dodgers. So picking the Dodgers. Question 7. Who will have more wins, the Chicago Cubs or the Chicago White Sox? I will say the White Sox. They will have more wins. Who will have more wins, the New York Mets or the New York Yankees? I will say the New York Mets. The American League home run champion, I'm going to say Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What is going to be Juan Soto's batting average? I will say 316. Who will have more pitching wins, Jacob deGrom or Max Scherzer? This one a couple weeks ago would have been a lot more difficult, but with deGrom's injury, I'm going to go Max Scherzer. Question 12. How many wins will the Miami Marlins have? I will say 68. Question 13. Will the Los Angeles Angels make the playoffs? No. They have no pitching, so outside of Ohtani, who's going to be pitching for them? So that's a no from me. It's going to be a no for me, dog. Question 14. Who will hit more home runs, Josh Donaldson or Gary Sanchez? This is kind of tough. I'll say Gary Sanchez because he'll probably get way more opportunities maybe with the Twins. Who knows? But I'll go with Gary Sanchez. Question 15. How many innings will Clayton Kershaw pitch this year? I'll say 160. Question 16. Who will have more wins, the Oakland A's or the San Francisco Giants? I will say the Giants. How many home runs will Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit? I will say 49. 49 home runs. Will there be a manager fired, and who will it be? Yes, I'll say Aaron Boone will be the first one fired. So Aaron Boone of the Yankees will be the first one with his bags packed. Question 19. Who is going to be the National League strikeout leader? I will go with Corbin Burns. Hopefully the Brewers and Craig Counsell actually pitch him past the 6th inning this year so he can get more strikeouts than he normally would. Question 20. What is your World Series? So for the World Series, I'm going to pick the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. So those are my picks. I'll come back to this video in 6, 7, 8 months and see if I was smart or a complete dumbass. Time will tell. Have fun. Peace.